Hi everyone, I'm Larissa with the blog We're Parents. I'm currently 37.5 weeks pregnant, have about 17 more days until our expected due date. And I'm here today to bring you our first video review that we've ever done. It's for a company called BFFL Co, and BFFL is actually spelled BFFL. And if you remember growing up as a girl, it stands exactly what you think it stands for, Best Friends for Life. These bags were actually created for cancer patients as a way to, if you didn't know what to get somebody that was undergoing cancer treatments, or if you just wanted to give them something while they were in the hospital to cheer them up. It was a great thing to make sure that they had everything that they needed during that time. Since then, they have created a mommy delivery bag, whether you're going through a typical delivery or a C-section delivery. It has everything covered for you in their duffel bag that everything comes in. So I'm going to go through all the contents in the bag and then talk about a couple of things that aren't in the bag that maybe they could add. So the very first thing that you'll notice in any BFFL bag that you get is something called the Axilla pillow. And what's great about this for a delivering mom is that it can be used for nursing support for breastfeeding. If you do undergo a C-section, sometimes your neck or your back might be stiff, and it's just an extra pillow in the hospital, so you don't have to bother anybody and ask for more, or just have a little bit of extra support. It is squishy. It's a great little pillow, and I can't wait to be able to use it. The next thing that's in here that we're going to talk about is every single bag comes with a pair of flip-flops. These are great because you don't want to be walking around on the dirty floor. Also, if you're laboring, it's also great if you want to get into the shower, or if your hospital has a birthing tub, so you don't have to walk around on the cold floors, or you don't have to worry about your feet getting dirty in the hospital showers. The next thing that they have is an amusement pack. Inside the amusement pack there is one granola bar. This one happens to be peanut butter and dark chocolate. Also a pair of comfy socks, which are also great for either walking around the hospital, or also everybody knows that hospitals get super cold, so it's nice to have something that's really, really soft. And also has grips, which are great on the bottom, so you're not sliding around, especially if you haven't delivered your baby yet. Excuse me. There's also a hairband to put around your hair. And these are great because your hair gets in your way while you're delivering. You don't want that. So it's a great way to protect your hair from bothering you and getting in your way. There's also a pen and a notepad, which is great because if you need to remember something, if the doctor tells you something after you delivered, if you've had any type of pain medication or anything like that while you're delivering your baby, you're likely going to be able to forget things a lot more, on top of already having mommy prego brain. So it's great that you don't have to worry about where am I going to write things down. It's already in here for you. There's also a deck of playing cards if you get bored while you're in the hospital or while you're delivering or anything like that. It's great to always have an extra thing to do to keep you busy. There's also some thank you cards. They're actually blank on the inside, so you can write whatever you want, but it's nice to remember if you get bored and you want to get a head start on people that have brought you things while you're still in the hospital. You can get a head start and just go ahead and write those up while you're in the hospital, and then they're ready to go once you get home. So the only thing that I would really comment about this little package that they provided is that the granola bars, there is only one. It's great for right after you deliver. You probably haven't eaten, so you want something really quick. However, if you have peanut allergies or anything like that, you wouldn't be able to necessarily use to eat this particular bar. So possibly if they could give you a different option, let you choose what kind of granola bar you wanted, that would be a much better option for the package. The next thing is a toiletries bag. It pretty much has all the essentials that you would think that you might need. It's actually great because they have little wipes. There's 2 wipes made by Cottonelle. They're flushable, so you can pretty much use them for anything. There's also a wisp toothbrush inside, which is great because you don't have to get out of bed to brush your teeth with these. You just use it as a toothbrush. You don't need any water for it, so it's great. There's also an adorable little nail kit inside that has a pair of tweezers, a nail file, and a pair of clippers, which I just thought was a really cute extra little thing inside that most people probably don't think about whatsoever that you might need while you're in the hospital, especially if you have an extended stay in the hospital. Chapstick is also in here. Chapstick is great because hospitals dry you out. You don't want to wake up, especially after having, if you do have to have a C-section, you don't want to wake up and your lips be chapped, so it's a great thing to have that. The other great thing is that it actually includes a hairbrush with a mirror. So you don't have to worry about bringing this huge lunky hairbrush that you typically have in your house. And you also don't need a mirror because you have all of it right here, and it just folds up together and fits nice inside this little bag that they've provided you with. There's also a hand sanitizing wipe. There's actually a couple of them in here. As well as earplugs, which I don't know if these are for daddy to block out the sound of a new baby or for you just to be able to get some sleep, but either way it's great for anyone to be able to use earplugs, and definitely something that I never thought of including. There's also instant dry shampoo, which I would have never thought to get. This way you don't even have to, you just shake the can and put it into your hair. You don't have to rinse it out or anything. So another thing that if you have a C-section, you don't even have to worry about getting out of bed. You can just, and you want to wash your hair, you can just use this. The only thing that I'll say about the toiletries bag is that a lot of toiletry bags that I've seen before for delivering moms included, in addition to the shampoo, it also had some type of conditioner. So maybe if that was also an option where they included that as well as lotion and deodorant were the other 2 things that I had thought of. They included the chapstick, but your hands and your skin might also be dry, so lotion would be a great option. And also, the minimum days that a mom is in a hospital typically is 2 days, so if they included 2 wisps, that would have been nice, just to cover the basic time that you're in the hospital. The last package that we have is actually specifically designed for after delivery. Whether you've had a C-section or a normal vaginal delivery, it pretty much has everything that you could need. There are different types of gauzes, different types of sterile pads, as well as if you just have a normal vaginal delivery, there's actual pads in here for postpartum bleeding. So it's all pretty much self-explanatory. I've never gone through a delivery since this is our first, so I can't really comment on if you would need anything else in here, but I think this is a great addition, stuff that you might not think about, and it's also great for a mom that's planning a vaginal delivery but gets stuck, end up having a C-section, and she might not have this stuff at home. It's great to be able to start out having it already at home. Just a couple of other things that are just in the bag here. There's a calendar, which is great for when you've already started making appointments, so you don't forget them. You already have a calendar right here to write your stuff down. 2 of my favorite things that are in this entire bag are a Bottom Care ice pack. It can be frozen to help with postpartum bottom care, and whether you need to use it on your breasts or down there just to help with postpartum care. It's a great thing to have, and not something that I've seen any other maternity bag actually include. So this is a very big plus. The other thing that I was really excited about is that they also include a package of Bamboobies. Bamboobies are basically washable nursing pads, so you never have to worry about throwing these away. You can just wash them if they get if you leak too much. You can just wash them, and they're great. And these are actually the overnight ones. So if you have if you leak a lot, then it actually covers a lot more. They're super soft. Another great thing that's in this bag. Lastly, somewhere that you can put any important papers that you get, just a plastic envelope, and they've also included two things inside. One is a plastic case that is for cards, and it says important cards on here. So if you get anything from the hospital that you need to keep, like doctor's cards or appointment cards or anything, you can just put that right inside of there. And they also have a baby log. I think that will come up backwards, but you get the point. And it has a morning and an evening activity log where you can track how much your baby is eating and also their diapers, so you know that your baby is on track to do what it's supposed to be doing. The last thing that's in the bag is called My Try Me Kit, and this is the only thing that I'm really actually confused about in the entire kit. The one that I was sent says it's aging. There's on the back it says they have 3 different ones, but I'm not really sure what this is for. Inside are 4 little tubes, and one says a foaming cleanser, one is a wrinkle and spot treatment, one is an anti-aging hydrator, and the other one is a sun shield. So I'm not really sure why you would need this in the hospital, and especially an aging one. So I'm going to do some more research on that before I finish the review, and I'll let you guys know when I do the actual written review what I find out about that. As you can see, this bag is huge. You have plenty of room to put everything else in there that you might need. Obviously you need to put your clothes in there. But for the most part, I think that, the BFFL company bag has almost everything that you could possibly need inside of it. It's a great bag, and definitely well worth anything that you may need to get for your delivery or your C-section. So I hope you have enjoyed this review today, and I hope you found it very informative, and I look forward to doing more in the future. Thanks. Bye.